Hi, my name is Jasmine and I'm an English teacher. When people see me, they think I'm from all over the world, especially right now. You may think that I'm Asian, and I am not. I'm not. I'm African American. I was born in the United States of America. I was born in Jamaica, Queens, New York. That's where I was born. Nowhere else. My father is Haitian, so that makes me part Haitian. My mother is Jamaican, Bajan, Guyanese, American. So that makes me that other part too. At the end of the day, I was born in the US. My first language is American English. So when I see comments that say good pronunciation or good job, it's like, this is my first language, you know? I'm grateful that when you, whoever's watching this video, and you have been watching me for a while, when you see me, you see you. That's the work of God. That I give you hope, that I give you motivation, that you can speak clearly when you speak English, that people will be able to understand what you're saying because of my pronunciation. You believe that you can do that too. You can, but I need you to understand, once again, I am a native English speaker, so I have years and years and years of speaking my first language. Now, if your goal is to speak English like me, you have to put in that work. Before I started learning any other language, it was eating, sleeping, breathing English, watching TV in English, calling people in English, in class in English, the train, the bus, the airport, the mall, hotel, everything in English. So if your goal is to sound like me, if your goal is to sound like a native English speaker, you need to put in the work. When I started learning Chinese, when I lived in China, I could have easily found a way to only speak English, but I did not. When I would go to the fruit store, because in China it's very different. In China there are specific stores where you can buy fruit and vegetables. There's a fruit store, there's a vegetable store, there's a supermarket, but you can specifically buy fruit, you can specifically buy vegetables, so forth and so on. And at a fruit store near my university, the owner assumed that I could not speak Chinese, so he would always try to speak English with me. And this is what I'm talking about. If your goal is to speak English and you're in the United States and you speak Spanish, you speak Haitian Creole, whatever your language is, and you know that that person can speak English and you want to speak English, you need to tell them what you're trying to do. What did I say? I said, 我没有来中国学习英文，我来中国学习中文. I did not come to China to learn English. I came to China to learn Chinese. So if you want them to speak English to you, you continue speaking English, even if it's hard for them. Now, if it's a dire situation, then obviously speak your language if you want to. But for example, the other day, I went to a Chinese restaurant to practice speaking my Chinese. It's been a while since I've practiced speaking Chinese in person at a Chinese restaurant. And so the guy, he speaks Mandarin, but more Cantonese. And I did not know this word. There was a word I did not know. And so he wanted me to speak in English. And I said, no, 你能听得懂我说了什么呢? You understand what I'm saying. I set my intention. I told him what I wanted to do. I did not want to speak English. I wanted to speak Chinese. So when you're faced with pushback, with just speak English or just speak Spanish, just speak your first language. No, if your goal is to speak English, find a way to only speak English, even when it's hard. And he's like, can you say that again? Say it again until they get it. Until they have no more patience. That's my opinion. But he ultimately, I learned a new word because I continued to speak in Chinese. I could have given up. I could have given up and just said it in English or just no. And I believe it's 纸袋, paper carrier, basically paper bag. So I say that to say, I'm grateful God is using me to inspire you, to give you hope, but it did not come easy. You forgot how you learned your first language. I have a very good memory. I remember how I learned English. Now, would I say that it was hard for me? I don't remember it being hard because I would say my family really did a good job with communicating with me, talking to me. My mom, because she can sing, she always had good diction, and so she was pronouncing every word clearly, and that's how she would speak to me. So I understand it's a little scary when you are an adult and you are going to be speaking with a different pronunciation or accent and you feel like you're losing yourself. You do not have to lose yourself. When I'm speaking English, I am speaking English. I'm not losing myself. When I speak Creole, I am Haitian. I am a Haitian speaking person. I'm a Haitian Creole speaking person. Cuando yo hablo español, when I'm speaking Spanish, I'm still a native English speaker. That does not take away from me being a native English speaker. It's like you're acting. You're becoming another person. Your brain is going into another area when you are speaking the language that you're learning or speaking. When you're speaking the language that you're speaking. I become a Spanish native speaker when I speak Spanish. That is the goal. I had to become a native Chinese speaker when I spoke Chinese. When I speak Chinese, I pick up what they do when they ask, 你说什么呢? 你干嘛呢? 你吓死我了. How do I know this? How do I know what to say in a certain moment? I've studied. You need to study native English speakers. It is an art. It is a science. It is not just words. It is not just grammar. It is not just it's not just grammar. It's not just pronunciation. It's not just words. You are becoming that speaker. So I hope this changes your mindset. You are not speaking your language when you're speaking another language. That's what they don't teach you in school. And this is why I'm the best teacher to teach. Because I'm not teaching you from a textbook. I had to learn the rhythm of Chinese. I had to learn their reaction to certain things. I had to study them as people. Chinese people are different from American people. In English, we don't state the obvious. And I will go more into this. If you do want to start learning Chinese with me, I will start teaching soon. Make sure you follow me at CCC Lang Chinese. With Chinese, they state the obvious. If someone walks into the house, in English, we wouldn't really say, "Oh, you're home," if they're just walking in, right? Like, it's obvious you're home. Or you're back home. We'll say, "Oh, how was your day?" We would just go into "how was your day" in English, or "how are you?" But in Chinese, "Oh, 你来了, you're here, you're back, you came." Like, when I started learning Chinese, I'm like, why are they stating the obvious? You know? 哦，你在吃饭呢? Like, yes, I'm eating. Why are you stating that I'm eating? You know, but this is how they speak. It is an art. Language learning is an art, and they do not teach it in school because people don't understand what language learning is. And I pray as time goes on, I pray as more people find me, you start to look at language learning differently. That when you're watching a TV show, you're looking at their mannerism. How are they reacting when they're upset? How are they reacting when they're happy? How are they reacting when they're nervous? When they need help? When somebody passes away? When somebody does something wrong to them? How are they reacting? You are becoming that person. Stop studying a language just for the words and for the definition, and if I'm using a bigger or a higher level word that makes me smarter. No. Can you express yourself as a native speaker? Can you do that? That is the art of learning a language, becoming that speaker. All right. So I wanted, this was a little rant because I just saw somebody say good job. Like, why are you telling me good job and I'm a native English speaker? I'm not understanding. All right. So yeah, please follow me. Please follow me wherever you see this video. Please like, please share. How long have you been learning languages, and are you studying the language that you're learning as a science? Like, are you really studying the language, or are you just studying words? Are you just studying definitions? Are you just studying grammar? How are you really trying to become fluent in the language that you're learning? I would love to know. Tell me in the comments below. Alrighty, my name is Jasmine from CCC Language Learning, where I will help you feel cool, calm, and confident while speaking English and in your life. Bye.